ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्याञ्जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीथा मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम्।
In the beginning existed the universe in its entire mystical splendor. Then the world, with its landscapes and forests, with animals and birds, and the creatures of the sea. Then came man. Man, possessor of a mind and intellect, or buddhi. The product of the mind is wisdom, and that wisdom was with God. God then imparted that wisdom to man through a divine revelation, and that divine revelation is known as the Vedas, which means knowledge. This divine revelation was handed down in parts and was eventually recorded into 4 books known as the Vedas: the Rig Veda, the Yajur Veda, the Sam Veda, and the Atharva Veda. This divine revelation was not a random act of cosmic coincidence. It was revealed to 4 chosen rishis: the Rig Veda to Agni Rishi, the Yajur Veda to Vayu Rishi, the Sama Veda to Aditya Rishi, and the Atharva Veda to Angira Rishi. The Vedas were originally written in Sanskrit. Why Sanskrit? Etymologically, or according to language study, the word Sanskrit is derived from the root words sam and krit. Sam meaning properly, and krit meaning refined. Sanskrit, it can be said, is the language refined to perfection. Sanskrit is also called Dev Vani, or the language of the Devas. The Devas are the enlightened ones, and they receive their wisdom from the supreme keeper and master of wisdom, God. Neither the language nor the wisdom communicated through it belongs to any particular geographical region, country, individual, or group of people. It belongs to all mankind. The Upanishads. The word Upanishad means that which is near to. So the Upanishad is the closest to the Veda itself. Why were the Upanishads necessary? The Vedas were written in pure Vedic Sanskrit, which was difficult for the common man to read and comprehend accurately. The Upanishads were written in the more common spoken form of Sanskrit known as Laukik Sanskrit, with the exception of the Eesha Upanishad. The Eesha Upanishad is essentially the 40th chapter of the Yajur Veda and is written in the original Vedic Sanskrit. So the natural curiosity would be, why is there a book that deals with one chapter of another book? The 40th chapter of the Yajur Veda is the only chapter that dealt with the topic of God. The Upanishad brought focus to the topic of God without having to go through the 39 previous chapters. As we present these mantras of the Upanishad, it is our humble endeavor to bring this ancient wisdom to you for consideration in your daily lives.